This might be the best Champions League semifinals I've ever seen.
We've had some crazy individual performances, but we're going to be a harsh judge of these players.
Yes, that's right. We're doing overrated and underrated. 24 of the best players still in the Champions League. Let's get right into it.
Bet. First player up that we're judging. Are they overrated? Are they underrated? What's the overall narrative around the player right now?
Kai Havertz is first up, yeah. Overrated.
Overrated. It's got to be overrated.
I mean, this dude is on how much on wage? 450 bands.
400K.
450 bands for this Don.
Come on, man.
Can't even stay fit.
There's no world where this guy's underrated.
Genuinely, he plays scared. I think he's a scared baller. He doesn't even want to touch the ball.
He doesn't want to touch the ball. He doesn't
obviously
want to
he's
get touched.
gifted, but Wirtz is on a Kai Havertz thing. You know what I'm saying? He's on the path to Kai Havertz.
No, he kind of is.
Fast tracking to Kai Havertz.
Bayer
you know
Leverkusen to the Premier League.
I mean, anything else? Not really. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he injury prone thing can't really be underrated, bro. He's just always out, and if he's fit, he plays. To be fair, there's still Gyoke's chain, but he's back in the hospital. So.
It's crazy. Kai Havertz overrated. Next up, Desiree Doué.
I
think he's underrated.
I think he's underrated as well.
I think there's a lot of hype around last season.
Yeah.
And nothing's really changed, though, in terms of his play style, in terms of how he plays, how he does things. It's just maybe there's been a bit of a fall off in terms of the production.
First half of the season was slow for him.
But that's with every PSG player. And it just seems like the hype hasn't been bought back into him.
Yeah.
For some reason. Every other PSG player, everyone's back on the train. But this Donnie. Don't know why. Still think he's a great baller. He's still insanely young. Still better than Lamine Yamal. Underrated for me.
Okay.
Underrated for me.
You just said that and you're saying underrated. Nice.
Yeah, because I'm the only one who thinks that. It's not a whole,
facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm right.
Yeah, he is
I'm
underrated
right,
because he is one of the best prospects in world football. Without a doubt, he's insane.
All right. Next up, Gabriel Magalhães. Gabby.
Easy.
Whoa.
Overrated. Don't even need to. I don't even need to hesitate.
Listen, I like the Arsenal slander, but
no, he's overrated, bro. Gabriel as a center back, yeah, we're talking center back. He's overrated. He's not the best center back on his team.
What do you mean center back? Yeah, what do you mean by that?
I get the narrative around Gabriel is he's been so insane, yeah. And he has been. He's had a great season. I'm not trying to discredit him.
No, you are.
No, I'm not trying to discredit him. He's had a great season.
Okay.
That is down to the attacking prowess that he brings to Arsenal. There's no doubt about that. Without the goals, he would not be talked about in the way he's being talked about.
Serious?
Because as a center back, as a defender, he still is missing something, and he's not even like a young player who's going to develop. He's in his prime ages now. He's never won a trophy in his career, and he's a center back, who's missing something about him defensively. He makes the mistake. He loses.
I think
he loses concentration sometimes. He does. He's still that player. He is that player.
Maybe 2 seasons ago, yeah, for sure.
No, he's still that player.
He's become a captain in that back line. No. You can't sit here and tell me that amount of games that they didn't concede a goal in was a fluke.
No, it's not a fluke. I'm not saying no. First of all,
and it's definitely not hiding behind Saliba or anyone else on that line.
But it's an Arteta. First of all, it's an Arteta system. He has 2 defensive midfielders,
but it's
4 center backs, and a great goalkeeper.
But it's not a system because people are scared when Mosquera plays or when Gabriel is out or when they don't have the 2 Saliba and Gabriel. It's not the same for sure. He brings something different.
It's a great unit.
It's like saying Rudiger is overrated, bro. Because it's an exact same play style.
No, he's a great player. He's a great leader. He has an impact. He's vocal. You can see that on the pitch. He definitely has an impact to Arsenal. Obviously, he makes Arsenal a better team. I'm not saying I'm not trying to discredit Gabriel again.
No, but you are though.
No, I'm not trying to discredit.
You just slandered him for saying 0 trophies.
He's a great center back. He's had an amazing season, a world-class season.
Okay.
And he's one of the best center backs in the world. But if we're talking about narrative, he's overrated. Is my point.
But I think the narrative is that he's a bozo still. People, I don't think outside Arsenal fans, I think people don't really rate Gabriel.
That's ridiculous to say.
I genuinely don't think that.
That's ridiculous.
That's why I would say he would be underrated.
It's not just Arsenal
I think
fans that rate him.
I think the narrative around Gabby
is that he's one of the best center backs in the world, if not the best.
Man.
That's the narrative that I've heard all year, is that this guy is the best center back in the world, and he's absolutely not. So he's overrated. As his center back, he's not even the best center back on his team. So I'm going.
That's a crazy take because
so
I hard disagree actually.
I'm going overrated. The guy doesn't even start for Brazil. Long day.
What do you mean? Of course he does.
No, he doesn't.
Who starts over him?
It's Marquinhos. Actually, no, he's shit for Brazil though.
Nice. So we're switching up.
Okay, I'm switching.
Talking about narratives, Nate.
Anyway, bro, he's overrated.
Overrated is kind of nuts, man. Declan Rice.
Declan Rice? This one is very 50-50 for me.
50-50. Why is that?
Because I rate Rice so highly, but I also think that he needs to deliver a bit more.
Whoa, so you're teetering over overrated. Too overrated right now.
I'm teetering. I'm very much in between.
That's insane. Because me personally, I think what he does, what he gives to that team in that midfield, a lot of the normies, a lot of the casuals don't really see. And so, like, in my opinion, yes, he is overhyped at certain instances, but like he still produces very, very solid performances.
No, I agree with that.
You never see a drop off in performances. You never see Declan Rice was dog shit. You know what I'm saying? It's only very, very solid and great performances. I think the ceiling is high for him. That's why I think he's probably still underrated.
I don't mind that. You know, I do think he is an amazing player.
But he's got to move on from Arsenal for him to unlock that, to be honest.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
Upamecano.
Upamecano,
I think, is underrated.
He makes no noise.
He's underrated.
He makes no noise. All right, but this is the thing, yeah?
It is what? What is it?
This is the thing, yeah? Because, like, in this very podcast, we've talked about Upamecano having a bozo gene.
He does have a bozo gene. There's no doubt about that.
And so where's the discourse with Gabriel and Upamecano when it comes to center backs being overrated or underrated?
Okay, very good comparison. They both are center backs who definitely have a bozo gene.
Okay.
No doubt about that. Gabriel's kind of washed that side of his game out.
Okay.
Generally, this season, I think it's all down to he's peaking for sure. Arteta's system, Arsenal collected back four in general, great. Upamecano plays in a very different system. Highline, Vinny Company, Bayern. He is relied on heavily with his pace, ball playing. He's put in so many more dangerous positions as a center back than Gabriel is. The bozo gene for Upamecano has improved immensely. Yes, when the lights are on, Champions League nights, sometimes it does happen to him, and that's when the world's watching.
Spooky.
And that's when the world's watching. So it does get spooky because it happens every year, it seems, that he has this one mistake that everyone kind of watches and remembers. It happened this season against Real Madrid. He had a mistake. Boom. Who scored that chance? I don't know. I don't remember. But
I think it was Vinny.
Vinny, maybe. But the difference is people are regarding Gabriel as best center back in the world. This guy's insane. Player of the year. No one's talking about Upamecano like that. That's why I still think he's underrated because no one really brings his name up. But
the thing about it, though, like, let's just say Upamecano was scoring hella headers.
Okay.
He would be in that same conversation as Gabriel.
I don't know about all that.
Yes. No one talks about how good Gabriel is defensively because of the amount of goals he scores.
Well, or they just don't talk about his defensive game because it's actually not that great.
No, because I think people underrate his defensive ability.
I think his defensive ability is actually overrated.
Oh my gosh, it's insane.
It's not insane. That's not an insane take.
It's an insane take.
I think Upamecano is underrated in this general.
All right,
narrative.
I don't hate that take. I don't hate it, but like the fact that you're saying Gabriel is overrated when you're talking like this about Upamecano, spooky. That's spooky,
bro. Again, like
it's spooky.
Do I think Gabriel is a better center back than Upamecano? Yes, I do. But that's not what we're talking about here.
It's spooky. Kvara,
underrated still. This guy is insane, bro.
Yeah, he's an insane baller. Nah, he is.
And he is absolutely washing Leao. Like
the
washing a Leao.
The stray does not need to happen.
The fact that there were comparisons like Leao MVP, Serie A winner, boom. Kvara came out the Georgian slums, MVP, Serie A winner, and then
so did Rafa,
Leao,
MVP, Serie A winner.
And then I know I said that.
Yeah.
And then Kvara came and took his chain, but
really.
Kvara ran with the treasure chest, bro. PSG max contract,
but like
Champions League treble, insanity.
I mean, it's insane to say that because like one has Allegri as a coach and the other one is free flowing football.
There's a reason no one signed Leao. I'm sorry, bro. That's just like
yeah, he loves Milan too much. Like
come
it's
on,
just
man.
it's a love letter to Milan.
Come on, man.
It's unfortunate. He's hurting his career by staying at Milan. I agree with that. He loves Milan too much. I can appreciate that as a Milanista. You know what I'm saying?
God.
But we're talking about Kvara.
Kvara, he's just unbelievable, bro. Like
The things he does, he's similar to certain men on this list that we're going to talk about. But like the things he does on that team, in the big games especially, is different gravy. Yet he's always second fiddle, third fiddle when it comes to rankings, when it comes to trophies, when it comes to accolades for individual.
I think that's going to change though.
Medals.
Very soon. That's changing.
Sure,
That's changing very soon. I mean, I think last season that was the case because he came in halfway point in the season, so it was like, all right, PSG won the treble. He came in January. You kind of have to give these other players more credit. They were there the whole time. I think that situation is going to change. He's going to be top dog at PSG. I think he already
like it could be. This could be his team.
Yeah, it could be for sure. And Kvara, for me, he's a player that I was hesitant with at first. Like I always saw, wow, like what a player. First season at Napoli, insane. But I was also a bit I wasn't sure what his trajectory was going to be like because he was so similar to Grealish in his play style, in the way that he operates on the wing.
That's so wild.
It's not a wild take.
That was insane to say.
Profile,
what the hell?
Profile wise, that's
insane.
No, do you see what I'm seeing?
No.
Profile wise, he's so similar to Grealish in the way they dribble, in the way they operate on the touchline.
That is insane.
And the way they're able to draw fouls, just the play style. But Kvara is Grealish with Ronaldo confidence. Like this guy believes in himself, backs himself 1v1. No hesitation. That's the difference between those two players. But the profile is there.
No, I don't know about that.
So like that's why I was hesitant.
You're reaching.
But Kvara is insane, bro.
You're reaching.
Underrated.
Zubimendi up next.
Zubimendi is an overrated thing.
Yeah, people are catching on though.
They are catching
Arsenal
on.
fans are catching on to this. Masked man.
I think that the signing was a good signing. It was a needed signing.
70 odd mil, by the way. 60, 70 odd mil.
Yeah.
Just
I think it was a needed signing for Arsenal. They needed that extra player in midfield, that DM. And did he deliver? He did. He's had a good season.
He's been found out though.
He's had a good season, but I think he's drowning. I don't think he's been found out, but I think he's just drowning a little bit under the pressure, under the amount of games, these big CL9s. He's not used to this.
Yeah, but people underestimate like new players playing against opposition, bro. Like you're going to be able to do certain things the first time around, but that now heads have tape on you.
Right.
Heads have tape on you in the Prem. It might be raps, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're insanely gifted.
Yeah.
Zubimendi gets found out, bro. 9 times out of 10 now, bro. At the end of the day, he's overrated.
Yeah,
I mean,
second half of the season has been underwhelming for him. And you know what I'm saying? People were talking about like, oh, he's going to be starting for Spain. Come on, brother. Do you know who Spain's DM is? He's overrated right now.
Whoa. Who's going to be starting for Spain?
You know who's starting for Spain.
Let's relax here.
He's bringing his ball indoors.
Let's
to the
relax
stadium.
here. Olis.
Oh, we have to put him in one of these categories.
See, the thing is, though, like, he might be teetering into a category that, like...
I think he's underrated. I think he's still underrated. You have to say he's still underrated with the way this guy is performing week in, week out.
I hear it.
On the biggest stages.
I mean, this guy, we're talking about arguably one of the best left backs in the world in Nuno Mendes.
Oh, my God.
And he absolutely... I don't think I've ever seen someone go and take on Nuno Mendes who's got insane amount of recovery, acceleration, or sprint speed, and defensive one-on-one ability. I've never seen a player be like, we talk shit about Olise being nonchalant, but like this dude really was nonchalant when it came to one-on-ones with that dude. Tore him up.
Taking him on. Like,
tore him up
easily.
like crazy. Yeah, he's insane.
No, he's insane.
He's genuinely insane.
And it's just like the confidence that he has on the ball. Like the way he received that ball at the top of the D, 4 players around him, and he said, long day. I'm just going to dribble up and take a shot.
To be fair, though, PSG should have stepped up. Like, there was no one
No,
stepping
but that's
up
the
on
thing,
him.
though. You say he should have stepped up, but when you step to Olise, he's gone. Like
there was a lot of time.
When you step to Olise, he is going to be gone from your sight before you even know it. So they weren't sure what he was going to do. He's so unpredictable. This player is so unpredictable. And I think in that situation, he did the unpredictable thing. No one thought he was just about to just like walk up and take a shot like that. That was the unpredictable option there. And he's insane, bro.
He's underrated.
Any defender that comes up against him, it's long day.
Ballon d'Or candidate for sure.
João Neves.
João Neves.
Underrated.
Yeah, he's in the same vein as Kvara. A lot of people don't really talk about this guy, even though he's performing very consistently. Same vein as Declan Rice in a way. The things he does goes under the radar as well. But he also provides worldies. I mean, worldie header. Like back-to-back scissor kicks in
smallest guy on the pitch, and his aerial ability is insane.
Yeah,
that header, that's a Drogba header. That's a header that the best nines could only dream of.
Nah, fair. It was a power.
He's insane, bro. Like, this guy has everything you'd want from a footballer, and dare I say it, bro? I think he's the best midfielder in the world. I think that
it's a bold shout.
Bold shout, but I think that with the way he's playing, all he has to do is continue this, and I don't see a midfielder who can chat to him. I don't think Declan Rice can chat to him. I don't think Pedri can chat to him if he's playing like this. And Rodri's best days are behind him. You know, like, this guy, for me, if he continues this, is the best midfielder in the world.
All right. I mean, yeah, he's underrated for sure. Marcos Llorente. I think he's underrated.
You know what? I'm going to go overrated.
Woo!
You know what? I'm going to go overrated, bro.
How are you going to say
Just because,
overrated?
like, I think
no one really, like...
No one talks about him.
No one talks about
I hear
him,
that.
bro.
No, I hear that. Because he's an Atleti player. No one really talks about Atleti, like, individuals, really. But I do think that, like, when you're talking about Atletico Madrid, best players, people are going to bring him up.
No, they aren't, though.
I think they are.
They aren't, though. They're always going to forget about him. But that's the thing. Like, he makes the best Atletico tick, bro. Like, you need a Marcos Llorente in that midfield, in that right back spot, in order for Diego Simeone to play his best football. And the fact that people don't really deep that makes it underrated for me, bro.
No, I really like his profile. I really like this type of player. The player that can just do everything for you. But he's like the B-Tech Valverde. Like, he is Valverde profile, but just worse. And
all right, but like that, you can still be underrated.
Okay, I get that. I don't know. For me, I feel like he's a bit overrated. But
overrated, bro. How can you overrate Marcos Llorente? No one is rating Donnie.
No one's rating. I don't know if I agree with that.
No one is saying, "Oh, Marcos Llorente is a top 10 midfielder in the world right now." No one's saying that. Not a soul is saying that, innit?
He might be.
He might be, but not a single soul is saying that.
Right, fine.
You know what I'm saying? He's not coming into combos ever. Sack ass.
I mean, it's the Arsenal category.
Yo,
nah, but
that's insane.
It just is what it is. Like, I don't even have an agenda, bro. Like, I'm just gonna. I don't. I'm just gonna say what I'm feeling. What my mind is telling me to say.
Insane.
Saka is overrated.
He is overrated, but people are finding out that he's being overrated,
no,
which is making him a little bit underrated now.
No. I don't think that's true. Like, I do think that the world, the overall narrative is finally coming to a realization the player Saka is, but he's still not underrated. Like, he would only be underrated if people started really disrespecting him. Like, he's shit. He's not shit. But like, like, he is overrated, bro. He never was world class. He never was one of the best wingers in the world. He's a solid player. He's still coming into his own. He's important for Arsenal for sure, but he needs the pieces around him to thrive.
All right. Yeah, I mean, he's overrated in it. Upamecano.
This Donnie.
This Donnie, man.
This Donnie is underrated.
He's underrated? You think so?
I do think so.
I think he's very much similar to Gabriel without the PR.
In what way?
In the way that he's got the bozo gene.
Okay.
He's got the pace like him. He's got the overall profile as Gabriel.
I would disagree
Gabriel
with
just
that.
doesn't play in a high line, let's just say.
Okay. This is what I'm going to say about that, yeah.
I'm going underrated.
Okay.
Off E.
Yeah, we agree with underrated.
Okay.
I think he's underrated. Do I think Gabriel is a better center back than Upamecano? I do. They both are similar in terms of they have that slight aspect to their defensive game where they lose concentration, where they have that bozo gene. They might make a mistake on the ball. But Upamecano is put in horrible situations for a center back way more often than Gabriel is. Gabriel has this Arteta system. He had 4 center backs back line, 2 defensive midfielders, a great goalkeeper.
4 center back line, bro.
It is. And Upamecano plays in a high line, Vinny company, very little structure. We saw that in the game against PSG. Like, these guys play gung-ho. and Upamecano
he
is
held 5.
all right. But Upamecano wasn't the reason any of those goals happened.
I mean,
He didn't make any mistakes.
you never know. You never know,
No, I
really.
do
If
know. I watched
Gabriel
the
was
game.
in that position the same way Upamecano was,
Would have been a long day.
it might have been 3 or 2 only. You know what I'm saying?
Upamecano is a great defender. He's great on the ball. The world's kind of has this reputation around him because of those big nights where everyone's watching. He often does
Rightfully
make a
so,
mistake.
he's
He
got a
has done that
reputation.
like every year, make a big mistake. I hear that, but that's not his game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Upamecano is world class.
What?
He is.
He's world class.
He's a world class center back. I'd say so.
What the hell?
What, you don't think so?
Upamecano's world class now. Are we mad?
Is that a crazy thing to say?
That's an insane take.
I think no.
Man just said Upamecano's world class.
Like,
Full stop.
I think the center.
That is
I
nuts.
think the center back market is in such a good spot right now.
Is Konate world class?
Yeah.
Konate's world class.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What? You don't think so?
Marquinhos world class.
Yeah.
Pacho.
No.
Pacho's not world class.
No.
And you think Upamecano's better than Pacho?
Yes. 100%.
All right, we're moving on.
100%.
We're moving on. We're moving on.
100%.
That's insane. That is insane. Giuliano Simeone.
Underrated. Has to be underrated. Has to be underrated. This guy has had an incredible season, and I don't think heads are talking about it.
I don't mind the overrated shot.
What? No one is talking about Giuliano Simeone.
I think people are because it's Diego's son. So like there's a bit of a spotlight in like, okay, we got to talk about him because he's Diego's son. Yes, he's producing goals, this and that. He's producing the work rate that we want to see. And I'm not calling him a bad player, but I think there's just a little bit of a hype train when it comes to him.
No. You're thinking about Bronny, James. This is not the same situation. Bronny gets highlighted every single time he makes a bucket, does something, because it's LeBron and Bronny. But this is different. He's having a incredible season, and he's one of the main reasons why Atleti even got to a Copa del Rey final or even in the Champions League semifinal. He is one of the best players Atleti have this season, and no one's talking about that. People are talking about Julian, people are talking about Griezmann. Simeone, heads not talking. So I think he's underrated.
I don't know.
Still.
Maybe I'm looking at different newspapers than you because I feel like heads are talking about Simeone over Griezmann all the time. But that's neither here nor there. Underrated. I mean, I don't hate the shout. I don't hate it. But I'm just saying he could go overrated. Mola Lookman.
Damn.
Is this a bold one? If I go overrated?
I was kind of thinking the same.
He had a great start, great first game.
No, don't disrespect him now.
I mean, come on, bro.
He's been incredible. He's been really good since joining Atleti.
He's been good, but in terms of real impact, yes, okay. In terms of real impact, he's been good.
Yes.
But like, was I expecting more out of him? Yes.
What?
I think so.
You can't really be expecting more out of a player who's bagging as many goals as
I just don't think he's as involved in the actual game.
That's where I can agree. In terms of an overall impact in the 90,
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can agree. But in terms of impact on like results, he's been having impact on results because he is a bagsman.
Yeah, no, I get that. So like,
is he overrated? It feels harsh to call him overrated because he really has performed since joining Atleti. So
is he underrated? Is he more underrated than overrated? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think you can put him in that overrated category.
All right.
Yeah. Welcome
Welcome to Arsenal FC, Mola Lookman.
They could use Mola.
They could.
Harry
He knows
Kane.
the Prem. Harry Kane. I mean, yeah, he's got to go underrated.
You just have to. You can't put this guy in overrated, bro.
People don't speak about Harry Kane being the best
player in the world.
And
he might be. He genuinely might be.
He's insane. I mean, the levels he's showing now, like,
I would have never.
There isn't even need to be a discourse about it, bro.
There doesn't need to be.
It really did. Like,
dude, this guy was like, you can be watching a Bayern game, right? He pulls off the craziest passes. He pulls off the craziest finishes. And then next play, dude's collecting ball from Neuer at the top of the 18 with not even having a real reason on like why he's doing that, because they have Kimmich, they have other players who can receive the ball fine and dictate, but he does it anyway.
Yeah.
And he is just,
I mean, like,
no words to describe
if we're going back to down memory lane here, yeah, just think about if Spurs, what we know of Spurs now, didn't have Harry Kane for all those years, They could have been relegated way back when. Like, the drop-off in positions when Harry Kane left for Spurs at the table is noticeable, bro.
Noticeable, yeah.
Insanely noticeable.
Think about this guy might
like,
win
he
Ballon
was
d'Or.
straight up carrying Spurs to 7th, 6th place, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place in all those instances. So, like, Spurs was hiding him? Yeah, I'd say so.
This guy's insane. This guy might win Ballon d'Or when the same year Spurs get relegated, bro. Like, that's how things quickly can change.
I mean, that's just, it's poetic.
There's a reason Levy wanted 150 mil out of this guy, bro. He knew the value.
That's the reason why Bayern paid him.
Yeah.
All right.
Hakim's, yeah, I can agree.
Overrated. You're not saying overrated?
I think I can agree with that. No, I don't know, I don't know. I think he's had a great season. And I don't
He's had a good season.
I don't think people are talking about Hakimi's season.
But, like, it's not been his best season.
Not been his best.
For sure not.
I think he was better last season.
And people still think he's there. I think people are giving him credit for last season's performances still. They're not really watching. They're not really deep in what he's been doing this season. So I think people are still using the Hakimi in their head to be like, oh, yeah, he's still doing his thing.
Do you think he was bad against Bayern?
He got rinsed. Got rinsed by Luis Diaz, mate.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
You can't really defend Luis Diaz right now, and
it's a poor excuse if you're one of the best right backs in the world.
Bombing forward, like overrated.
I think he's more overrated than underrated.
Okay, I don't mind that.
Okay, Saliba,
underrated, no doubt underrated, no doubt. When the way heads are talking about Gabriel, player of the year, best center back in the world, and he's not even the best center back on his team. Saliba has been better than Gabriel this season. Bro. He's a better defender. He's better on the ball. He's better. He's more important for Arsenal's defense for me. I think Saliba is miles better than Gabriel as a center back, and I've said it from the beginning, and I will never change on that.
You're never ever gonna change on that.
No, unless I see. All right. No, I'm never gonna change. So
there's an agenda.
No.
Okay.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm never gonna change on it because there will never be a reason for me to change on it.
Right.
Because he is better and he'll continue to be better, and he, you know what I'm saying?
All right, whatever. Luis Diaz, underrated in it.
Underrated.
I mean, this guy is probably the 3rd attacker in the rankings for Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
And yet he would be most teams' number 1 attacker.
Yeah. He is.
And no one's talking about that.
No one's talking about it.
You know what I'm saying?
But he has 2 Ballon d'Or candidates in front of him. It's tough for him.
He's having a Ballon d'Or season. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane.
It's hard to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to say that.
How?
Because no one will ever pick him over Kane or Elise.
I agree. But that's what I'm saying. Like, bar those Donnies, he's having objectively on paper a Ballon d'Or season, bro.
No, he's been incredible, bro. And, like, this player, we never saw this level. We never saw this level under Klopp. We never saw this level under Slot. We saw the exciting player that could take players on, that could score a good goal. But this level of efficiency, this level of confidence, consistency, we never saw it at Liverpool.
Yeah.
Bayern unlocked a different level to this dude.
One would think, where would Darwin Núñez thrive at Bayern?
Nah.
I think he could.
I don't think so, because the player I saw, Luis Diaz at Porto, I was like, fair, this guy's a player.
And what about Darwin Núñez
never moved
Benfica?
At Benfica? Never moved by Don.
Don't even do that.
Never moved.
You never moved because of the Holland shouts. Whatever, mate. Griezmann underrated.
Underrated Griezmann.
Unk was about to leave in January to Orlando.
I didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
That's insane.
I didn't. I thought that was like for next season.
Nah, I mean, it was about to be a January transfer to Orlandinho. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he decided to stay.
Unk still got it, bro.
And he's producing world-class performances on the biggest stages. Now, granted, Copa del Rey didn't turn out well for Atletico. So his last hurrah is the Champions League. I need this.
Yeah, we need it.
I need
football,
it.
Football needs
I
it.
need this.
Football needs a Griezmann CL, a Simeone CL.
It,
I agree, bro. We all want that. Like the way he's been playing defensively, linking up play, scoring good goals, still at the latter stages of his career, bro, he's still underrated.
Underrated. He can still perform. Serie A thing. Julian Alvarez.
Okay.
You might be insane for me to say this, but
no, don't say it. I think he's underrated still. I think
That's the thing, though. That's the
I
thing,
think
though.
he's
That's the
underrated
thing, though.
still.
That's the thing, though. He is. Everyone thinks he's insane, but like if you really look at some of his performances, they're kind of stinky.
What
Some of
performances are you talking about?
some certain performances I watch of Julian Alvarez, he goes ghost, bro.
What?
He does go ghost sometimes, and so like, yes, he's insane. Like I mentioned, I would be willing to say he's more overrated than underrated.
I can't back that.
So like, what gives you the reason that he's underrated?
I can't back that because I don't think people are realizing the player Julian Alvarez is.
I think
Still.
everyone is
No,
realizing.
I
that.
don't think people are, bro. I think
they
I
are.
think people see Julian as like, yes, great striker for Atleti, can score goals. That's it. I think that's what people think of him.
What?
I
Are you
think that
stupid?
people think, you know, people are expecting him to have a big move as well. People think he might go to Barca, he might go somewhere else, and that's deserved. But I don't think people are actually realizing the player he is. I don't think people realize the versatility he has, the different positions he can play. I don't think people realize his creative ability. People are only just realizing how good of a set piece taker he is. Like, this guy has, I think, way more qualities than people think he has. Everyone knows he's a great striker, but I think he's even more than just a great striker. I think he's one of the best players in the world. So I think.
But I
he's
think
underrated.
everyone thinks that. Though.
I don't know, bro.
Everyone thinks that, bro.
I don't know. I don't really hear that. But if you want to put him in overrated,
I think I have to, bro. Like I gotta stand my ground on that one, bro. Bambi Musiala. I mean, if we're talking about the most overrated individual of all time, he might be up there.
all right, calm
Like
down.
if we're talking about Donnie's glazing, dudes, Donnie's
glazing.
it's just like you have to put him in overrated, bro.
All right, relax.
What has he done in his career thus far for him to be deserving of top 5 this, top 5 that, Ballon d'Or soon?
What?
Like, I'm hearing insane
he
things
won
from
Bayern
him.
Munich a league title in
It
the
was
last
one
minute of the
game,
game.
bro. It was one game, man.
He's one of the best attacking
Renato
players.
Sanchez fast track, bro. Soon.
He's one of the best attacking players in the world. Look, this season, you can. Oh, no, I don't mind overrated. Look, I'm gonna agree with you.
All right,
Overrated.
thank you.
I'm gonna agree with you. Overrated.
we can move on then.
No, but I'm gonna caveat that with it's been an injury-riddled season, and that's
Don't
the only
care.
reason That's the only reason he's an overrated because I think he now with this season has a lot to prove. I can agree with that.
Okay.
So
So he's on fraud watch. I hope you know this.
Fraud Watch is crazy.
You know,
he
it's
has
not
he has a lot to prove for sure, and he will. But he's overrated right now.
overrated. Nuno Mensch,
I'm going overrated.
overrated ting.
I'm going overrated. I'm gonna
Overrated
I think
one.
I'm gonna go overrated more so than Hakimi. I think he's way more in this overrated category than Hakimi is, and I'm gonna say that because
I can agree with that.
Even though I think he is the best left back in the world, the left back market is cooked. There's no doubt about that.
Sure.
And I think that people see Nuno Mendes as this absolute all-rounded, amazing fullback. When I think this season his defensive struggles has really been put to light, bro. And I'm not just talking about this Olise thraxing him this
Yo, what the hell?
I'm not just talking
Big
about
pause.
I'm not just talking about Olise just absolutely destroying him in this one semifinal leg. I'm talking about I've been watching PSG consistently this season, and consistently this season he's made defensive errors. He's had lackluster performances in terms of concentration. People didn't see the Champions League tie against Monaco this season. This guy absolutely fell asleep, and it almost costed them that tie. And yeah, bro, I think defensively he's getting found out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't hate that take. But at the same time, I think it's just one of them ones where it's like he completed football with the treble.
Okay.
And so he's lacking motivation.
Motivation at his young, ripe age of 23.
I mean,
That's long for him then. If he doesn't have motivation at 23, it's super
no,
long for him.
Hey,
It's-
it can happen with one season. It's a season hangover, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can bounce back. But yeah, he's
No.
overrated. He's a little bit
No,
overrated.
I agree. His quality is he's still amazing.
Ruggeri.
I mean, we have to just put him in underrated. I don't think there's,
No one raised his
I don't think there's another option for him.
No
bro.
one rates,
no.
dude.
I don't think people rate him, and he's had a great season for Atleti, and like I think
He's been a sleeper purchase for Atleti.
sleeper purchase.
Like I don't even think Simeone thought they were going to use him this much.
Yeah,
All right, Dembouz.
Dembouz overrated. I
Overrated
can agree.
one.
He goes into the overrated category.
That's
Just
a heady one. Heady one. So that. Oh no, it's Stormzy.
One.
Overrated one.
Overrated one.
Yeah.
What?
I know he says most hated one.
Most hated one.
Yeah, no, he says overrated one. Most hated one.
Hetty one says one.
I know, but Stormzy is saying that in the song.
Oh, I
bro.
don't know. I don't remember that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's in Clash.
Yeah,
Oh,
overrated one, most hated one.
Yeah.
Type shit.
That might be Dembouz, bro. Because, no. It's overrated.
Ballon d'Or winner,
He's
and he's inconsistent, bro.
It's a Ballon d'Or
You
winner.
can't be having that.
It's a Ballon d'Or thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only reason is because, like, this is the Ballon d'Or winner. He is supposed to be
like
the best
if
player in
Rodri
the
was
world.
here, overrated.
No.
Overrated.
Currently, Rodri would be
Overrated, bruv.
underrated because the way people are talking about him this season, and he's
Rightfully so, by the way.
rightfully so, when he's having
yes.
such an unbelievable second half of the season, thrusting City.
Whoa, pause.
No, he's not.
Yo,
Pause. He's thrusting
Yo,
City. He's
what are we
thrusting
doing?
City into a title
That's
charge,
3 times
into a
you
domestic into a domestic treble. Rodri's been so insane in these last 6 months, and people are disrespecting my boy. We're not talking about Rodri. We're talking about Dembouz. He's a Ballon d'Or winner. He's supposed to be the best player in the world. Is he even a top 3 player in the world?
No,
he's not.
Chain snatched by Kvara. That's not even his team anymore.
So
long day for him. Overrated one.
Yeah, most hated one.
Tight. I mean, like, I'm satisfied with this.
I think
list,
I'm
bro.
good with that list. Let us know in the comments, if we were wrong, harsh for any of these players. Hit the like button, sub up, catch you next time.
Peace.
Peace.